but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
Końskie jabłko. Jabłko.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow?
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
Okej. Siemaneczko wszystkim, witam was bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku Zagrajmy w Assassin's Creed Valhalla. No, oczywiście zajmujemy się misją na samym wstępie wyrwać pióro? Coś w tym stylu. Dobra, zrobiłem tylko to, o co prosiłeś. Biorę swoją nagrodę i idę.
It may be I should take my Danegeld now, leave you to the snakes that remain.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Did you discover more from the writings I found?
I did. The quill is calling the children of Winchester to arms. Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing.
Yeah.
I see you, child. Come.
The bad reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Nie znalazłem talizmanu. Mam dla ciebie pieniądze, kurczę. No nie mam żadnego. Kasę i dam.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it will keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's pyre.
Very poetic. But he's going to be buried in the grounds of the minster.
Oh!
Śledź dziewczynkę.
Get off me, you oaf!
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
Dobra, wypytaj dzieci o pióro.
I didn't scrum on nothing! Get your hands off me!
Ale które dzieci? Może ten? Maluch?
You there, little cut purse.
Keep your beak out, nosy! I'm starving!
Nie wtrącaj się, jestem głodny. Okej. Dobra, spoko. Dobranoc.
Stealing apples, eh?
Fruit don't feed a grown boy. Do you have any chicken?
I do not. But maybe you can tell me what you know of the quill.
The quill? God blimey, you're brave. Find Alwyn and Wigbert. They see everything.
Okej, dobra. To jakbym wiedział, które to są za dzieciaki. Może tutaj.
Gods be it! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
Oh, God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Dobra.
Cast about this lad, my
To, że
friend.
te dzieciaki uciekły. Szukaj dziewczynę i porozmawiaj z nią, tylko... W którą stronę? Tu chyba w tę. W którą stronę? Jest i ona.
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotna.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
Co? Na wieprza w kietce?
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. A hog in a dress, maybe?
Będzie bitka? Dobranoc. Ło! Leży. A ta co? Jest strumem płynie polna, a nad nią szumiał gaj, zielony gaj. Dobranoc. Pan chorąży. I nie ma pana chorążego. Totero. O Jezu. Dobra, leży.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
Co ukradłaś?
What is so important that you would risk his little neck for it?
Keep your sticky beak out of our business.
Whose business? The Quill's?
Us? Working for the Quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the Quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the Quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the Quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give him what you took. Maybe he can save us.
To żeś zajebał. O, klucz.
Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Ze spokojem. Wejdź do kryjówki. Prowadzi przez kanały nad rzeką. Dobra, a kanały nad rzeką to będzie... To będzie gdzieś tam. Okej, w tamtą stronę.
I should watch out for a mousetrap.
Chyba znaleźliśmy. Tak, to są te kanały. Drzwi zostały odblokowane. Elegancko. Teraz tylko tę dziurę. Dziecioki.
I didn't get nothing today.
Mówisz, że nic dzisiaj się tobie nie trafiło. Kurde no. Dobranoc. Panu. Cyk, cyk. Cyk, 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 cyk. cyk. I cyk. I cyk, i cyk, i cyk. I do tyłu. Cyk, cyk, cyk. I dobranoc. Tak jak mówiłem kiedyś, kanały to mi się bardzo kojarzą z Wiedźminem.
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the quill's a she.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Brońcie swej pani.
Elva, may your roof
Witaj, grubciu. Pokona twoja rozczochrana. Szkoda mi, że mnie nóż zaczął swędzić. Dobra. Ja nie lubię tego grubola. Dobra, ten leży. Elegancko. I cyk. I cyk, i cyk, i cyk, i cyk. I cyk, leżą. Kurde no. Dobra, leży w końcu. Kolejny. Super. Dawaj go. Ajajaj. Leży. Będzie o wiele trudniej ją zabić, jeśli dotrze w jakieś strzeżone miejsce. O kurczę, nie przeczytałem tego. Goddammit. No właśnie, ona nam spierdzieliła właśnie. Ajajajaj. Oj, grubciu. Nie wiem, w którą stronę mam iść. Chyba w tą, tak mi się wydaje. Nie jestem pewny, aczkolwiek biegnę. Otwórz drzwi. Drzwi, elegancko.
Aelfreth's roof. Does she flee to the bishop's house?
Czyżby uciekła do rezydencji biskupa? Chyba jak najbardziej. Dobra, lecimy na nią. Spokojnie, damy sobie radę z nią. Grunt, że wiemy kim jest. Kim jest pióro. Dobrze, nie długopis. Ciekawe dlaczego pióro. Pióro. O, ale to było piękne.
keep your wits. The Dane wants my blood. Show yourself, murderer! No running!
Dobranoc. Ty też dobranoc i dobij. Easy peasy. Te pióro.
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated! And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
That's all?
Not their innocence.
Bye. Bye.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
Dobra. Szukamy Godwina. W jakiejś knajpie jest. Dobra. Dobijanie Saksa. To będzie też dość ciekawa misja.
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she is tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdorbanna. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
Nawet wrogowie zamieniają się w kompanów. Kurde, dziwne to jest. Czyżby on też był jakimś tam? Przydałby mi się ktoś taki jak ty. Boże święty. My God. Czym dokładnie zajmuje się szeryf? Ten miód smakuje jak szczyny.
What does a reeve do exactly, besides sniff around the king's coattails for the scent of praise?
I enforce and interpret the laws here. Not man's, but God's law. The natural laws that move the world and hold it together.
Well, if that keeps you busy.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Jesteś pewien, że Saks nie żyje? Gdzie jest teraz Alfred?
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger.
Dobra.
Whether you
Martwy
find
biskup
or make the
niebezpieczny.
corpse, meet me at the Witten with your report.
Okej. Udaj się na pogrzeb biskupa. Super. Lecimy. Na pogrzeb.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof.
Czy Saks naprawdę nie żyje? Czy ja muszę ich wszystkich tak przepytać?
Eternal bliss.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfirth?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
Gdzie twój przyjaciel?
Leof. What happened to him?
Sleeping? Sleeping like my dog when I hugged him too hard.
Someone heard Leof.
Yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
Lord grant my brother Aelfirth
Ciekawe.
eternal bliss,
Are we friends
where
now?
joy endures for all those beloved of God.
Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
Barely. But can you still smell the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
Only his head and neck are burned. Is this what Wember meant? That they stole his friend's face? And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute.
A ten co tak chodzi?
Are you the bishop's family?
God, no. Just here to make sure that impious bastard is actually dead. He bedded my wife, the randy bastard.
Okej. Ktoś może gdzieś indziej jest. Tu coś jest jeszcze. Co to jest? Co to jest? Tu?
Threadbare clothes. Did they belong to Wember's friend? This funeral is a shadow play. The author killed an innocent, burned his face so no one could tell, and interred him in Aelfirth's place. His sister knows more than she lets on.
Porozmawiaj ze siostrą biskupa.
Leave me to my grief.
A pretty show you have laid on here. But I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me when my poor brother Aelfirth lies cold in his shroud.
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No, I...
Ach. Gadaj, albo poślę cię do twojego Boga.
Talk now, or you will join the poor unfortunate you murdered in his grave.
You bastard Dane. You're as bad as them. I only ever wanted to serve God. God!
O, zjebałem coś.
All right, have your way. They won't do you any good. God! Protect me!
Nie mogę jej zabić?
Come, brothers. Let's end this.
Też mi strasz.
Why are you doing this?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now, but he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all, risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool.
Ja bym ją zabił. Ciekawe, czy mogę ją zabić. Saks. Zapiszę sobie lepiej grę. Spróbuję ją zabić. Nie mogę. Holy shit. Dobra, dobra, znajdź i zabij Saksa. Lecimy go poszukać. I oczywiście też zgładzić. Dobra, coś tu blokuje drzwi. Tutaj też coś blokuje drzwi. Ale możemy wejść tutaj tym oknem. Fajnie sobie, pięknie.
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue?
Który to jest?
Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next Bishop of Winchester.
They'll kill us all!
God save us!
Kurde no. No dużo tych ludzi tutaj. Dobra. Czy to jest ten Saks? Pięknie. Dobra. Ale dostałem bęcki. Dobra, pięknie. O nie. Pan chorąży. A dostałem bęcki. Dobra, leży. Dobi. Elegancko. Sprawa załatwiona. Już nie będzie tam stanowił żadnego problemu.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's God was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's God is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Bye. Jakiś klucz. Może od tych drzwi. Co tam wejść nie mogłem.
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Ciekawe.
Aelfus, my love! No! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
Ta. Nie był prawdziwym chrześcijaninem.
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your God.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
No tak jak mówiłem. Tak jak mówiłem. Dobra, to polecimy szybciutko tam. Do tego miejsca. Czyli to będzie tutaj. I tutaj mamy co?
If Aelfir's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins.
Tam coś jest w ogóle. Warto byłoby to sprawdzić. Bardzo.
This must be it. The door to Aelfir's secrets.
Coś tu jest? Nie ma. Tu też nic nie ma. Ale FPS-y spadają. Tu też nic nie ma. Tu jest coś. Jakiś list.
I will send this to Hytham. He may make some sense of it.
Okej. Tutaj coś mamy, ale tutaj drzwi są zablokowane. Z tej strony. Dobra, możemy to sobie wziąć. I odsunąć. Elegancko. Tu możemy drzwi odblokować. Kurde, nie mam strzał już. Ja pierdzielę. Tu coś mamy.
Everything they did was to undermine Alfred. She lied to me. There's nothing here of the Order. I should see Alfred for my reward.
O, jest, udało się. O, pora zgłosić się po nagrodę. Tu co mamy? Dzień dobry.
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumples to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
Ej, co jest? Stan gotowości.
Flank the idiot. Press hard.
Ucieknij. No dobra, no to uciekamy, nie? Tak. To akurat nie będzie ciężkie. Że tak powiem. To akurat nie będzie ciężkie. Elo, elo. Nie, nic się nie dzieje, proszę się w ogóle nie denerwować. Ja tylko sobie tak tutaj po prostu tylko wyjdę. O, w ten taki ładny sposób. Elegancki. I pięknie na konika. I uciekamy. Pewnie zrobimy najazd na to. Tak mi się wydaje bynajmniej.
I will return to Hytham and Ranvi. They will want to know what happened here.
Ukończono wątek Stolica Wiary. Elegancko. Wracamy do Ranvi.
Good day, my love.
The order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred. The line between friend and enemy is a porous one.
Okej. Elegancko. Myślę, że...
Eivor.
Droga do Valhalli, proszę bardzo. No dobra. Potem z nim porozmawiamy. Dobra. Ja się będę z wami żegnał, więc siemaneczko, trzymaj się, szczałeczka, do następnego. Pa, pa.